Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Last time, the day of the festival finally came. And Emmy forever ruined her chances of being best girl when she took my food away from me. I am not happy about that. And so, I will do whatever is within my power for the remainder of this game to not go down Emmy's route. Which, I have no idea how this game is structured, may or may not still be a thing within my power. Let's find out, and let's make sure she never takes my fried foods again. By the time we reach the dorms, I can feel my heart pounding. Look how that mural turned out. It's really nice. My heart shouldn't be pounding after just that. I take a few deep breaths, willing myself to calm down. I'm one of the most normal-looking people in the school, but I still have to be here. Sometimes, I almost wish I'd lost a hand or something. At least then it'd be obvious that I belonged. But instead, I don't even look sick. Even now, trying to catch my breath, I just look out of shape. Emmy looks back and notices my state of distress. You're not going to die on me, are you? Please don't. It'll be all my fault, and I don't want to have to deal with that kind of guilt. Besides, after the last time, I really don't think I need to see that again, especially because the nurse will totally say it's all my fault. No, I'm fine. Guess I need to start running after all. And you wanted to keep eating your greasy whatever it was. See? It's a good thing I found you, right? Yes, it was. Maybe. Of course, I don't add that I wouldn't be in this state if she hadn't dragged me across the festival grounds. Further conversation is interrupted by the sudden appearance of Reen. Oh, it's you. Hello, Emmy. Hey, Reen. I brought Hisao along because he was going to give himself a heart attack. I was not. My objection goes unnoticed. We stopped by to see how the mural turned out. Reen nods slowly. Well, it's right there. You can see it pretty clearly. I find myself wondering how long Reen's been standing here in front of the mural. Has anyone even stopped by to look at it? Are we the first ones? Obviously, they're not the first to see it, of course. I mean, it's pretty big. You'd be hard-pressed not to see it. At the same time, I don't think anyone's actually talked to Reen about it. Anyone but us, that is. I feel compelled to say something. It looks pretty good. I'm still not happy with how it turned out. But I guess it'll do. She seems almost resigned to it. I'm not sure what she expected as a result, but I guess she didn't quite get there. We stand in front of the mural, taking it all in. I try my best to concentrate on the composition of the thing. It's actually fairly interesting. The colors swoop and blend together, dragging me along with them. There's a dreamlike quality to the whole thing that makes me feel almost sleepy. I try hunting out some of the colors Emmy and I grabbed for her. Try as I might, I can't see any Prussian blue. Oh well. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. My feet start to hurt, but Reen doesn't seem inclined to move on. Emmy speaks up. Hey, Reen, have you eaten? Of course. You can't survive otherwise. What about in the past 5 hours? Maybe. But I'm hungry again, so maybe that means I'm wrong. Emmy grins and claps her hands together. Good. Come get some food with us. Reen nods in assent. Okay, but we should hurry before they notice I'm gone. Somehow, I don't think they'd care. Whoever they are. As we head back to the food stalls, I cast a longing eye over the fried food. No. I'd better not. I'm pretty sure Emmy wouldn't let me anyway. We find a nice spot on the grass and sit down to eat our purchases. Well, my purchases anyway. Somehow I've wound up paying for all the food. Surprisingly, my unfried food is pretty good. Silence falls as Emmy and I eat, and Reen stares at something or other, occasionally eating a bite or two of her food. I finish my meal first, and lay back on the grass. Emmy glances up from her food. Tired, Hisao? A little, I guess. Well, don't oversleep or anything tomorrow morning. We start our morning runs, remember? Actually, they'd slipped my mind. I was actually just enjoying myself. Wandering around the festival with these two has actually been fun. Yeah, I'll set an alarm. You'd better be there. I'll get angry if you aren't. God forbid. I don't think God comes into it. Unless there's some kind of freak accident and your alarm clock shorts out. That might be a random act of God. Well, don't you cause any random acts of God, then. A plan forms itself in my mind. It's a plan that makes me feel kind of guilty, but I throw it into execution anyway. Damn it, I've earned a little fried food. And anyway, I'm gonna start running tomorrow, right? So the actual routine all starts then, not now. Ergo, the dietary portion starts tomorrow too. Ergo, I can have something unhealthy today. A sort of final farewell to all the stuff I used to eat with wild abandon before the hospital. Actually, I suppose I should head back to my room. I had some homework to do, and if I'm going to run in the morning, I should make it an early night. Those narrowed eyes again. You sure you're not just going to sneak off and buy some of that fried stuff over there? Nah, I'm too full to bother now. I pat my stomach for emphasis. Besides, you two have cleaned me out anyway. Emmy giggles. It's a surprisingly pleasant sound. Another pang of guilt. She's got to know that I'm lying to her, doesn't she? Or is she just that trusting? I feel kind of like a monster. All part of my master plan, Hisao. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning then. Thanks for the food, and for keeping us company. And here I thought she was doing me a favor. Reen nods in agreement. I won't say, see you tomorrow, because that would be like predicting the future, and I'm pretty sure I can't do that. Okay. Bye, you two. I feel oddly glad that I decided to leave my room today. Not a bad way to start my second week here, I suppose. Once I'm sure I'm out of Emmy's line of sight, I make a beeline for the food stands and buy some cake. At least it's not fried, right? That's slightly better than what I was planning to do. I still feel a little bad about lying to Emmy, though. She really does seem concerned about my health. I'll make it up to her somehow. Better head back to my room. Hey, I do have work to do. My book waits for me, and I flop on the bed and read through the fireworks display. Eventually, all the walking around, or more accurately running around, catches up with me. I really am out of shape. Emmy dragging me out in the morning to run might just be a good thing after all. It's something to look forward to. Hello? I did not know this game had any animated cutscenes. Kinda cool. Hi, Emmy. You good there? I do love my tea. Aww. No! No! Do not be taken in by her! She took food away from me. I cannot accept this, and I cannot forgive. I will not give in to it, no matter how cute or wholesome it seems. Act 2. Form. Unfortunately, I think I have ended up on Emmy's storyline track overall. My alarm's beeping shatters the early morning quiet, and I find myself wondering where to find the motivation to rise. So, I'm actually going to take this opportunity to save. So, yeah. So this is gonna be the Emmy line. And as sweet as Emmy is, she took my food. And I do not find that acceptable. So, I could go running through some of the other Act 1 stuff. If you've never played a visual novel, I can just skip text until I get to like new choices. But I'm actually at the point now where I have to decide which of the girls I actually want to work towards. And honestly, I really haven't decided. Hanako intrigues me. Because, well, I know the least about her. And I find that very interesting and appealing. And I also am drawn more to these more passive or vulnerable personality types. However, there is definitely something to be said for the attractive quality of assertiveness. Shizune and Lily are both quite assertive. You know, they clearly don't have any trouble whatsoever expressing themselves very openly. And that is an attractive quality. Reen is very interesting. She's very unusual. And the oddity of her quirkiness is also something that I find to be appealing. So, what do I want to do overall? I am only going to go through one girl's route completely in this playthrough. Otherwise, this would seriously probably end up running, somewhere between 30 and 40 episodes. And that's just too long of a commitment. I think I'm gonna go for Reen. I'm interested to learn more about her. So I'm going to start back on, So I'm going to start earlier scenes, and I'm going to try to select options that are going to lead me in Reen's direction. And if opportunities arise, I would like to learn more about Hanako. So I guess we'll see where this all goes. Let's go through the skip mode. So, I think this will stop when I get to a choice. And I think it will be able to indicate for me which choices I have already taken. You know what? I just had a thought. We know for sure that the choices I made last time all inevitably led me to Emmy. Now, I don't dislike any of the other girls. In fact, I don't even dislike Emmy. I'm just getting back at her for taking my food. So, why don't I just go down different options, and we'll see where fate leads me. Who knows where I'll end up? Why? Do I have to? So this is when I'm introducing myself to the class. Or, gotta let him do it, I guess. Of course not. That's why I asked. Right. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as the classroom for Class 3-3. Muto opens the door and enters. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that, but there isn't any point to worrying so much about it, at least not this soon. I follow the teacher into the classroom and look around, partially so I won't have to meet the curious gazes of my new classmates. Hello, Hanako, there in the back. Pretty spacious, we know about that. We know about the desks. Will it stop if I just get to, new text? Yes, it does. After the applause, there's a brief silence that nobody seems to want to be responsible for breaking. The teacher soon realizes that he should probably say something. He opens up with some unintelligible noise, shuts up as he loses his momentum, and then starts introducing me. Nobody seems to be too interested. Maybe I should have said yes to the self-introduction thing. Probably realizing he doesn't know anything about me, He just ends up saying my name wrong again and asks me to write it on the blackboard. I do that and turn back to face the class, feeling awkward. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round, with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. Makes me feel a little bad. Okay, group work. So let's go to the skip. Misha looks at me with a weird expression, then continues. We don't know much about him, but maybe we'll find out later. Maybe I should have introduced myself after all. Anything would have given a better first impression than the teacher's drone and fumbling with my name. We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you would be here today so soon, Hee-chan, right? Hee-chan? We've been through this. Okay. This was, one of the first major choices that we got to that looked like it would actually change the direction that things went. I had thought it would be polite or maybe expected or at least sort of, air things a little to just be upfront and ask about Shizune's deafness, which I selected and then promptly didn't do. So, this time I'm going to ask about the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There is! It's in the second floor! We can show it to you sometime! Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill the silence. Yep, we've been through here. We arrive in classroom, but we're not the first. The dark-haired girl I'd noticed before is slumped over her desk in the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and, finally, the teacher. We've seen this stuff. Telling me that I need to get some light exercise. Meeting Kenji, who I do not like. Going through the first night. We've seen all that. Trying to get roped into the student council. We play a game. So, this time when we're playing Risk, we're going to play defensively. It's likely that she's just trying to psych me out. Looking at the board again, I have a pretty good defense setup, and I'm not going to wreck it doing something reckless. A few turns later, I lose the game anyway. Shizune adjusts her glasses victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist in the air in celebration. Wah! Hee-chan, you lost when you allowed me to take North America! I mean, Chi-chan, not me. Getting control of North America is ambitious because it provides a 5-army bonus, but you can attack it from 3 fronts, so you must defend them all. I thought you'd have more guts. How disappointing. Ambition, Hee-chan. Your play needs to be more daring. Ambition, ambition. I was really excited when you took South America, but then you switched to playing defensively just because you gained a small advantage. That's no good, Hee-chan. You didn't take enough risks, and when you did, you didn't follow through. That's terrible, Hee-chan. Damn. What's it to her if I played too carefully? There's no need to rub it in my face. Hi? I wonder if you'd be any good for the student council. Whoa! Okay. What's this, reverse psychology? I don't have to worry about joining or not in that case. Giving up just like that? I expected more of you. Seriously, is Shizune trying to taunt me into joining the council? Besides, I don't even want to join. It's only my second day, and I can't make that kind of commitment. I haven't even taken a look at any other clubs yet. And these two, they're a little weird. Fine, I'll consider joining a council, but I want to take a look at the clubs before I decide. Really, Hee-chan? You're not just saying that to make us feel better? Yeah. I'm just not sure that I want to. Aw! Okay, Hee-chan, but we're not going to give up so easily. You said maybe, so there's still a chance you'll come around. Come on, we could really have fun. We could play more Risk, and maybe one day you could beat me, unless we graduate before that. That doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining you now. Surely you're not that horrible at board games. Maybe we can play a game you know then, to give you a handicap. I might have said that just to make you feel better after all. Oh, that's cool, Hee-chan. I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I've spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. That does happen. Sorry, I think I have to go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall. Okay, and then we're back to text that we've seen before. We head to the classroom. We meet Lily. We have some tea. It's nice. It's a fun time. Around 6 o'clock, we head to the library. We meet Yuko. We see Hanako. Alright. So, I really never got a chance to know Hanako. So, this time, we're gonna be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. It's okay. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but she finally nods. Just a little. Okay. I take the seat next to her, and she hides herself behind her book. Life of Pi. Never heard of it. So, sorry again for startling you. I'm Hisao. She looks up from her book, stalling a little before replying. I know. We are in the same class. Her speech is stilted, and so quiet that it is barely audible even in the still library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako. I'm Hanako. I resist the urge to say, that's a nice name, just to have something to say. But really, it's the only thing I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I am being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books, if you don't mind. She nods a little, and sighs a little sigh of relief. So I try to read the covers and introductions of the books I picked up. She buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After a while, I realize that she's doing the same and only pretending to be immersed in life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. When our gazes finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. She stands up forcefully from the beanbag and takes a deep breath. I've got to go do something. Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catches me so off guard that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she is nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you notice a girl run past here? Maybe. What did she look like? Long, dark hair, kind of shy. She had, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear. Yuko, would you excuse me? I had better try and find her. Sure. I'll just hold on to these until you come back. What's going on? I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time. Right. I'll see you later then. Okay. This I've all seen, so let's go skip again. She asked what I did, and I'm like, nothing. I was just looking for some good books, and then she got this fit and ran off. The most offending thing I can think of was that I might have looked at her general direction a few times. Well, she is a very timid girl. You have to be very careful around her. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed to talking with other people. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder. It's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. Need my tea. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casually only makes me feel phony. Like, I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile, and she blushes heavily. What? Did that sound stupid? No, it sounded really wise. Guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Okay, and back to skip. More Kenji, because screw this guy. What was the line of text that led to this? I just scared some girl off accidentally, literally too. She actually ran away from me. It was my fault, really. I think I'm not really used to all this yet. A girl, a cute one. Cute, that's a hard question. Yeah, nice body, really beautiful hair, but the face. You know, I'm actually going to go with she was cute here. I'm going to go same option as before. I wouldn't want to potentially completely shut off further interactions with Hanako. So, did we have, visible hiding in plain sight? Okay, yeah, I guess she's waiting for someone. So, she's here. Next day, she's waiting for Lily. You know, I think this is good for the episode. I finally reached a point where I'm, flipping through things in order to, see which of the girls I'm going to proceed to Act 2 of the story with. Since Emmy completely ruined it for herself by taking my food. So, I guess next time, I guess I'll go talk with Hanako. I still know, the least about her out of all the girls. And I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And I will see you all on the next one.